Now, this I've had for a little while, and I've finally gotten around to doing a little video on it. This is a ToyBiz Batmobile from the 1989 Batman movie with Michael Keaton, by Tim Burton, and of course featuring Jack Nicholson as the Joker. This, I believe, is actually the first 1989 Batmobile that was produced. Not, literally this one, but this was the first toy of that particular style of Batmobile. And I do have a small collection of different versions of this particular Batmobile. I've got the enormous Lego set version, which you can find videos of on this channel. I also have varying other little ones, like the Ertl one, and I think it's an Eagle Moss one as well. Just because it was the first example of a really sort of grown-up Batmobile, if that makes any sort of sense. I think if you're familiar with the original Batman series from the sort of 60s that had Adam West in it, that Batmobile is also iconic, but it's iconic in a very different sort of way, and it was designed for Batman and Robin and so on and so forth. But this Batmobile means business. Now, obviously in the film, and I may be missing a piece here, I don't know. The backstory to this is that I wasn't setting out to buy this, but every now and again I partake in claim sales from Leicester Vintage and Old Toy Store. And they are the most stressful thing, because you've got to go claim instantly. The second you see the picture of the thing appear on Facebook, you've got to claim it if you want it, basically. And you've got to beat everybody else, because it's first come, first served. Boosh, that's it. Asking price is the asking price, and you have to just get it. I got this largely because nobody else claimed it. Because generally speaking, I'm not fast enough to get things. So I saw this, I thought, 89 Batmobile, yes, got it. Then found out after the fact that it was this ToyBiz one. Apparently Kenner also did one very early doors, but this is the first sort of edition of it that was released. It makes a clickety-clackety noise when you move it around. It also does this, and I think I remember how to do this. So you pop the gear lever up, and that then pops up these panels behind which lurk missiles. So if I do that again and I keep going, you'll see that both of those missile launchers work just fine. So not the Gatling guns that the movie version of it had, of course, but nevertheless, it's a really, I do think it's a really, really nice sculpt of the car. There is no mistaking what this is supposed to be, and she is a beast. It was such an iconic version of the Batmobile that has stood the test of time, and I have to say, I think it is probably quite possibly my sort of favourite version of the Batmobile, just because it's got that real sort of kind of a muscle car feel to it, but it looks really futuristic, and particularly in the setting that it was put in the original Burton film. It was that much more futuristic than everything else around it, basically, as were all of his gadgets and so on. So really, really nice. As far as I'm aware, that is its only gimmick in terms of things that it does. There's something going on at the sort of the turbo end. I can't quite figure out if that is supposed to do something or not, because it's a little bit turny there. That may just be this particular example of it. But it looks like the back ought to sort of lift up a bit, and I don't know whether that's on purpose, or if you're supposed to be able to put a figure in there. Maybe there was a Batman figure, and you can see this one's still got its console stickers in good shape. I need to give it a bit of a wipe down, but I do think it's quite a nice example of it. But there is a Batman figure that would fit in there. I don't have that. I got this as it is, because, as I say, I wasn't trying to get it particularly. It just sort of fell to me. That's what one of the missiles look like. I'm sure you can probably get reproductions of those, but they've actually got the spring inside the missile, which is clever. Dinky wouldn't have done it that way, but that's what this one does. So it's a really nice example of an 89 Batmobile. I mean, there are many others by many other manufacturers, but it wasn't ridiculously pricey. Obviously, it's not fully complete because it lacks the figure, but I like it. I like it. And I like the fact that I've actually got missiles for it as well, because I'm sure a lot of them have lost their missiles over time, because as evidenced by the fact that I can't find the other one at the moment, they've got quite a good range on them. But you can imagine people the kids having a lot of fun with this when it came out. It was I honestly can't say that I saw it. I would have been a little bit past toy age perhaps at that point, but I would have appreciated it if I'd seen one in the flesh at the time. So it's all good. I don't think does the steering work? No, steering doesn't work. It's just a wheel. But it does. Is it got a bat? I'm sure it's actually got a bat symbol on it. But do have a look at the Lego version of it, because the Lego version of it was epic, and bigger than this. In fact, maybe sort of, I don't know, 1.5 times this size, possibly. But it's a nice example of, and I'm sure that anyone who's trying to collect the 89 Batmobiles as a sort of mini collection would want this in their collection, because it is an impressive model, and it's nice that the hubcaps have bat symbols and obviously stickers there, which I imagine is something to look out for if you're trying to get a decent version of this. So I just thought I'd do that one for tonight. So I've been a little bit slow on the video front because it's been 30th anniversary of Babylon 5, The Gathering, this week. So I ended up on not on it, but I listened to the Grey 17 podcast's premiere, where they sort of brought lots of podcasts together for the 30th, which was nice. So nice thing to be a part of. So that's it for that one, and I've got from that pickup that I did at Doncaster Toy Fair, I've got a few other things that I need to do individual videos of. I've got a few more things from eBay as well that I'm quite excited about to show you in due course when they've all arrived and I've got time to do it properly. But I will probably release those over the course of next week, when all of them should have arrived by then, so I should be able to do something for you next week. So keep an eye on the channel, do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you for the next ones. Cheers.